No, no place I'd rather be.
Yeah, that'll be careful. We're gonna dance it with Greta! Okay, tonight the West continues. And
This evening, go ahead, looks like it's you and me again this year.
You know, it's nice to see a lot of familiar faces. Most of you came out decked out tonight. Lovely, lovely suits, gowns. Obviously, you guys just came from outside. You all had a really wonderful dinner. We just hope that we will not bore you because you just ate. Usually when you finish eating, you tend to get what? Exactly, sleepy. But we will not get you sleepy tonight. You guys awake? You guys awake? Come on. You guys awake? All right. Very good. Very
You
good.
sound like you're really excited, and I know we're not the only ones who are excited here.
Ms. Noemi Garcia of CDC, Mr. Ramon Rodriguez, our Hall of Famer, Mr. Edgar Chua, fellow drivers and riders, our friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, good evening.
Now we move on to our next prestigious recognition, which is the Hall of Fame Award.
Now, to help us give this award, we would like to invite on stage our presenter, Mark Desales from Automobile Association of the Philippines. Now, before we call on our Hall of Famer on stage, let's get to know more about him. Please watch this.
Ramon Rodriguez, karting's enduro king and forerunner of RP's homologated racetracks. He's one of the iconic figures of the early golden glory days of Philippine motorsports. During his racing years, he was more known as karting's enduro king, but more significantly, he earned the tag as El Patron for putting up the very first CIK FIA-approved and sanctioned track long before the Carmona racetrack, the Batangas Racing Circuit, and the Clark International Speedway existed. It was his most valuable contribution that provided a big boost to the growth and popularity of karting in the country. For that, Ramon Rodriguez was the hands-down choice as Hall of Fame awardee for the 12th Golden Wheel Awards night. Rodriguez was at the prime of his karting career then. He was the pioneer champion of the first 4-hour enduro karting race held at the then-known Princeton Street in Mandaluyong. That time, Rodriguez acquired a piece of property in Libis, Quezon City. His passion for go-kart racing still prevailed in his heart, even though he's in a stage of semi-retirement from active competition and intended to put up a real go-kart racetrack on that piece of land. He started mapping out plans for the construction and consulted friends on better ideas on the racetrack. It was then Philippine Motor Association Director Conrado Dodo Ayuyao who convinced him to build it according to the standards of the Comisión Internacional de Karting, Federación Internacional del Automobile, or CIK-FIA. Thus, the JRC Ramroad Kartway, the forerunner of all homologated Philippine racetracks, was born. Rodriguez left no stone unturned to earn the CIK-FIA sanction that gives opportunity for the Philippines to host international races and revive interest in Philippine motorsports. The inauguration of the blue and gold JRC Ramrod Kartway spews a new breath of life for Philippine motorsports as it was formally opened no less than by a major international event, the Philippine-Hong Kong Interport Kart Race in March 2-4, 1979. Rodriguez and his JRC Ramrod Kartway kept motorsports alive and exciting until the fuel crisis in the late 80s. At that time, karting races were on a rise. Most of them were organized by the Cam Wreckers team. His frequent association with these drivers soon got him accepted into the Cam Wreckers team as a neophyte and played roles as a pit crew, race marshal, and even as a crowd controller. Kart races then were staged in Luneta, Clark, Subic, to as far as Baguio up north, and Bacolod and Cebu in the Visayas region. In one of the races in Clark, one of the competing U.S. servicemen offered to sell his go-kart to him for only 1,000 pesos. It's a complete set with chassis and engine. After some talks, Rodriguez got his first go-kart for only 800 pesos. That started his career in karting. He was gaining some successes then, even as the kart was good for the slowest category. He sought his father's help to upgrade his engine and move up to the higher classes, and winning his first novice crown got him more serious in the sport as a string of victories followed competing in the Class B and up to the Open class. The Cam Wreckers concentrated more on organizing go-kart races and thought of enduro races to intensify interest in motorsport. It was the time when Rodriguez enjoyed the peak of his karting career, winning the first two enduro races in Mandaluyong and Luneta and finishing runner-up at the first Laurel Kartway Enduro earned him the title of Karting's Enduro King from Cam Wrecker teammates and fellow karters. And with the first ever CIK-FIA sanctioned JRC Ramrod Kartway, karting enjoyed one of its best years as the second generation of Cam Wrecker members joined the competition. Sadly, the JRC Ramrod Kartway didn't last long. Development was going fast within its area with the construction of several infrastructures, and every now and then they would get complaints from residents, making it hard for the JRC Ramrod Kartway to even stage Sunday kart races. That eventually left Rodriguez with no other choice but to stop the operations of the racetrack. No regrets, it has left its mark in history. I enjoyed it. My sons enjoyed it, and so with many others, end quote, said Rodriguez, who was later asked by Toto Ayuyao to become the president of the Cam Wreckers. Until now, Rodriguez is still officially the president of the Cam Wreckers. 2 months ago, they had a well-attended grand reunion that turned out to be a huge success.
At this point, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present to you the 12th Golden Wheel Hall of Fame awardee, karting enduro champion Ramon Rodriguez. Still got a dashing stance in the suit, doesn't he? But I remember, you know what I remember? It was the flared pants, the aviator glasses, the long hair. You know, I live in Mandaluyong, in the Mandaluyong Pasig area, and my father would always take me to the races on Sunday. Because one reason that he did that, so that he can get away from my mother. Sundays is a big day. Now, ladies and gentlemen, how about a few words from the awardee himself, Tito Ramon, if you please. Ramon Rodriguez.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. And I would just like to add some information, especially for Mr. Chua of Shell, that I would like to mention that during the racing days of Doji Laurel in Macau, he was the first Filipino or the first racer in Macau to have won the Grand Prix 2 times in a row of this 60 and 61. And for your information, I think it will make your heart bigger now, because the only Formula car in Macau Grand Prix belongs to Doji Laurel, which has only his name. It says Doji Laurel, the Philippine flag, the Camrakers logo, and Philippine shield. The only sponsor. And for 2 years in a row, it was always like that. People were, offering sponsorship. But he said no, it's only for Shell. And so, the relationship with Shell became very close, to the point that Shell invited the Camrakers to organize the Shell Car Rally. And it was only Shell as this principal sponsor. And also to add, for Mr. Janitan, I would like to say thank you very much for what you have been doing to the motorsports history, for the past, the present, and the future. I think we'll have to rely on you now. Our time has passed. And I would like to thank you for giving this award on the right time, because maybe if you give it to me in 5 or 6 years, I will may Alzheimer's now. So I am so proud to have this award, and I would like to thank all of you. Lahat ng motorsports, we can rely on Mr. Tan. I told Johnny that the Camrakers had a reunion last month, and we were so happy that all the old fogies were there. Dante Silverio and the rest were all there, and we have decided, let's revive the Camrakers, and our next meeting will be after Holy Week. We will try to revive the Camrakers by getting younger people to run the club. So I hope by next year we'll have a team. So maraming salamat ulit sa inyong lahat. And again to Mr. Tan, thank you so much for this award. God bless you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Tito Ramon. RJ, you got it all on video, right, buddy? Very good. Okay. Tito Ramon, by the way, Tito Ramon, my father thanks you for the JRRod Cartway. Kasi pagkatapos ko pinanganak ako, after me being born, tumigil na yung nanay ko magkaanak eh. Okay, yeah, on to the next part of the program. Our next awardee, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, I am doing this in behalf of Dominic Ochoa. And unfortunately, Dominic cannot join us tonight, but our next awardee is, like Dominic, is also a person who has recently started to love and enjoy motorsports. And in fact, he was second runner-up in the Super Race Championships in the 8th and final round in South Korea, Yongnam International F1 Circuit in South Korea last November 1 and 2 in 2014. Ladies and gentlemen, the guy is not only a great actor, a very, how can I term it? He has accomplished a lot from his career being a teen idol to now being a serious actor and now a very serious motorsports enthusiast, awarded at that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure and honor to call out Mr. Joe Marie Ilian.
Sign the check. Julio, get the strap.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for Jo Marie's second dance number. Hindi ka ba sasayaw? Hindi, ano? Dati. Jo Marie, save you.
Salamat. Gusto ko yung intro na kumikilala sa mga young. Ang ganda nun, nakakagana. Alam mo, ang bigat nitong award na to, literal, napakabigat. Pero mabigat to sa aking puso. I'd like to thank Mr. Johnny Tan for giving us Mr. Boy Ochoa through this Boy Ochoa Memorial Award. Alam nyo, si Boy Ochoa, napaka-espesyal na tao sa larangan ng motorsport ng Pilipinas. I've never seen anyone who had so much passion for Philippine motorsports. I've never seen anyone with that big of a heart for Philippine motorsports. And it was really sad, no? Too soon na siya'y iniwan tayo ng ganong kaaga. Pero espesyal sa akin itong award na to dahil si Boy ay ang aking mentor sa larangan ng karera. He was the one who convinced me. I got a call in 1996 when Boy Ochoa was trying to convince me to start and try racing. And doon po nagsimula ang aking career sa motorsport ng Pilipinas. At doon niya ako ipinasok sa Toyota Team Tongs. At doon nagsimula ang aking karera. Doon nagsimula ang aking career bilang isang touring car driver. Boy Ochoa, alam mo, Oching, miss na miss ka namin. At walang araw na hindi kita naiisip tuwing ako'y kumakarera. At gusto kong hilingin kayo lahat na sana po ipalakpakan natin si Boy Ochoa ng isang malakas na palakpak. Maraming salamat, Golden Wheel Awards. Gusto kong pasalamatan si Mr. Ansu King of Garrett Turbo Racing and my racing team in Korea, my publicist, Pilar Mateo, and the Liana Racing Team, and of course, GMA7, GMA Kapuso, my media partner nung time na kumarera ako sa Korea. Maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat. Maraming salamat sa award na ito. Thank you. Magandang gabi.